made the world record, it came to my mind that I want to write a book on marketing. And I was a college dropout. I left college in third year. Now I went to the publishers that this is how I have written a book on marketing and I want you to publish it. So they used to talk very formally saying, yeah, have a seat. So where have you done your MBA from? I said, listen, I have no MBA. I am a college dropout. So they said, no, this is not the way. We can't publish it. And all the publishers refused wherever I went. But I said, I'll do it myself. I will publish this book, come what may. I got it published, and here's that book right in front of you that I wrote at the age of 21 on marketing. Now, what is so special about this book? It's written on it that it's one of the most unusual books in the world, one of the strangest. Why? Because almost all the books in English open this way, like this. But this one opens from here. This is the first page of this book. This is the second one. This is the third. This is the fourth one, and this is the fifth. So it's a reversed book. A reversed book. Reversed. The word spread that a photographer has written a reversed book. People talk about doing something out of the box, something different. I think it's all pointless. You hang yourself upside down from a tree and say it's different. It's pointless, no? There has to be a reason. So the reason why this book is reversed was written on the first page at that time. And the reason was, a big reason, if you can't even change the way you read, how can you change the way you think? That is, if you can't even change the simplest of your habits, how will you change your life? Just leave it. This book is not meant for you. And that's what happened. People took it seriously. They said, okay, if you don't want us to read it, so be it. Out of the 1,000 copies I got published, just 150 got sold. And the remaining 850 copies were taking a lot of space in the house because it was a small house with a studio and all of us packed together. So my mother gave them to a ragman. So a decent failure. Maybe you will see some grams wrapped in the pages of that book. Failure, that too a big one. Didn't know why this happened. Not at that time, but today I know. This book failed, but to write this book, I read countless books. And while doing so, my fertile land got plowed so many times, that everything became easy for me. Right. So today, everything I am is because of my failures. Now, final points. That from where did the biggest success of my life come? In the world of modeling, we were the only agency that got a declaration signed from people that said, there is no guarantee of work. We'll make your portfolio, give it to the agencies. If you're lucky, you will get work or else not. And being truthful and honest, we became one of the biggest agencies of Delhi. Though we tried to click the best of photos, but the models still didn't get any work in the market. So my inner voice said, I must do something for these models, something. What? I don't know. Not to take money from them, but to solve their problems somehow. And when the question came, it was answered. An ad agency guy came and said that I don't have time. We will scan this photograph only and print it in the ad. Do you have any problem? I said, why would I have a problem? I called up the model and said, do you have a problem? He said, what are you saying, sir? What problem? What else can I ask for that if my photograph comes in a newspaper or an ad? The photo got printed, that model was happy, I was happy, and ad agency was happy. And this was that turning point of my life. That's when the calling came that this is what I want to do. And this is what I did. I'll explain it to you in brief that all the ads around you that you see in newspapers, magazines or hoardings, almost all the brands in India, the photographs seen in them are ours. Those companies buy them from us. So today, in the given situation, if you ask me that what's success for me, then here is a simple answer to it in a few things, because success is not just limited to one thing, but many things in life, various aspects of life. So one of my aspects, that this company Images Bazaar was started to do something good for those models 6 years ago. In 2006, when this company started, I swore that from that very day, I'll not even take a single penny from any model, but will pay them instead. And till date, thousands of models have worked with us, and not even one of them can say that we have taken a single penny from him or her. Rather, we have paid them. This is success for me. This is success for me. And this is the reason our company has no investors and will never have one, because investors won't be able to understand all this. What will they say? They will say, you are crazy. Being such a famous production house of India, one of the biggest, doing so many shoots, and that too genuine. If you ask the models to pay you 50,000 rupees, they will not even ask why and put the amount on your table. But we will not take it. Not today, not ever, never. Secondly, what is success for me? I narrated an incident of that female whom I told to leave. The one who asked for 10,000 rupees, I gave her 8,000 rupees and then told her to leave. When I got stuck, that day I decided that from today onwards, if I hire anyone, then I'll never tell the person to leave. Never. They can go by themselves if they want to, but I'll never ask them to leave. 8 years, 10 years, 12 years, 14 years, everybody is still there. In our company, faces don't change. All are still there. So success for me is to share everything with my employees and do all that I can do and go beyond any limit to keep them happy. Any limit. This is success for me. If you ask me that what do I believe today, am I successful or not? I'll look straight into your eyes and say, yes, I am successful. Why so? Is it because of the work I did in the past? No man, that was past. All the awards I got, business I did, that is all gone. That was past. It doesn't matter. There are many people in this world who keep on saying that I failed once in the past and keep saying I'm a failure, failure, failure. Come on man, it's not that you are a failure, you were a failure. You were. Right. On the other hand, there are people who became successful in one thing in the past and keep talking about that only. Keep talking that I am successful. I am. You know why? Because 20 years ago I did that back then. No man. What are you doing today? Are you really happy today? You were happy back then. But today, are you doing what the world expects you to do? Or are you doing what your inner voice says? If you're following your inner voice, then only you are successful. Otherwise, you were a success yesterday, but you are a failure today. So I am successful today because of what I am doing today. While you'll be surprised to know that some people still think of me as a big failure. Why? I'm doing so many good things. Business is good. Everything is good. Those people who were running in a race with me. And everybody believed that Sandeep Maheshwari will become the biggest entrepreneur of India. But I stopped running. I said, continue. I'm not in this race. So as per them, all this I'm doing today is out of their comprehension. But I'm a failure for them and it doesn't make a difference to me. To hell with them. It doesn't matter whether someone praises me or abuses me. It's all temporary. Today you all are praising me because you're feeling good. But tomorrow in media, if you read something negative about me, then you'll be the ones abusing me, cursing me. You only will be saying, what man, what a cheap fellow. So will I be a failure then? So will I be saying that I'm a failure? So I'm not successful because some people think that I'm a success. Or some people think I'm a failure. I am successful because I believe that I am a success. Yesterday I met one of my friends and he was asking that from where do I get the inspiration of doing all this? From where? It all started when I was 12 or 13. My grandmom used to narrate a story to me And I liked it so much that I listened to it daily and cried daily. My grandmom used to say, I'll not narrate it again because you cry. And I used to say, please, please. It was a story of a man who used to be very happy with his family, friends, very happy, enjoying. Then a stage came in his life when greed crept in. And because of that greed, he started fighting with his parents, brothers and sisters, with the whole world. Started thinking just about himself and got separated from everyone. He even started fighting with his own wife and kids. So in the remaining last few seconds of his life, when he was about to leave this world, tears were pouring down and he was crying, crying and crying. And the last words he uttered were that I made a big mistake. I made a big mistake. And he left this world saying this. So when I used to listen to that story, something happened inside me. I don't know what it was, but I always used to think that when my last moments will come, what will I say? What will I say to my people? I didn't know it then, but today I know that during those